What's going on, everybody? It is Coach Greg Adams back in here with another YouTube live stream. Shout out to the Coach Gang.
And that's you.
For being in here, being involved, and being active on this YouTube channel. Well, welcome back to Wednesday's Facts Over Feelings live stream, where we kick the Mickey facts and we don't give a fucks about your feelings. You in here with the Bruce Wayne that is the King of Kings, the King of Content, and the Speaker of Truth, yours truly, the Notorious One, a.k.a. Mr. Coachellini, better known as the Prognosticator, Coach Jadamas. And you're in the Desert Storm bunker with none other than EWF. That is every woman's fantasy, but you can call me CGA, C God. Allah, and I be the 12-time demonetized champion of YouTube. We got an epic show, and we're going to, wait a minute, all my clips are out of order. We got an epic show. We have Dads to Dads Instagram page, the InfidelityCure.com. According to a book written by a woman, Dr. Michelle, she says that women's infidelity rates have skyrocketed over the last 20 years. That takes us to 2005. All right, have skyrocketed up 40%. From the year 2004 and beyond. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Oh, the humanity. Oh man, this is a great show. A great show that we're gonna talk about here. It's one of these things. All right. It's one of these things that we do have to ask as to what we're seeing right in front of our face change. And what people are going to do to gaslight us to make these people make us believe that, nah, this ain't happening. Y'all just tripping. As I say, men are the new women and women are the new men. Why infidelity rates have skyrocketed. All right, all the way up 40% over the last 20 years, man. I'm going to tell you, man, we're going to dive deep into that. And of course, we're going to bring some data, statistics, moon stars and quasars, lucky moons and yellow stars. All right. To this particular topic, and things are changing right in front of us. The feminist agenda, if you will, new world order. It's happening right in front of us, and this space that people are just kind of leaving in droves because they don't think that the information that we're giving is practical. They're being proven wrong, and not only that, we do have a lot of lonely male epidemic because men have seen the writing on the wall a long time ago. I actually wrote the book, The Evolution, and I said, yeah, we're at the point of no return. All right. All right. We're at the point of no return, man. This is one of these things we got to talk about. I don't know what to tell you, man. Now, listen, man, I feel that I'm on the right side of history here. The information I'm telling you is right. I'm not cherry picking information. Information gets sent to me and I use it. I look it up and I go, yeah, I saw this coming. That's why I went solo. New world order. I saw it coming. All right. So we're going to discuss that later on in the show. We also have on Crime and Law CGA, La Llorona. La Llorona, a woman jumps head first into Niagara Falls, but takes her 2 kids with her into the Niagara Falls. Jumps intentionally into the Niagara Falls. I mean, wow. Oh, the humanity. My goodness. Oh man, we got to talk about that. They're presumed to be deceased. The Undertaker bell will come out a few times covering that story. And we got some other stuff, but to contribute to today's show, $ the Notorious CGA on the Cash App, Venmo Coach Greg Adams TV, and PayPal is paypal.me/Coach Greg Adams. And that is near the top of the description box on the Free Agent Lifestyle channel when you can super chat by clicking the link on the top of the live chat on the Free Agent Lifestyle channel. All right, man, wowzers. It's coming up, man. Boy, oh boy, I hate being right. All right, I've been thinking about you. I don't even know where my tab is, where all my donation. Okay, I found it. All right, I found it. I think I found my donations, if there are any. I don't know if there's any right quick. Let me check. Refreshing the screen. It is Leo K. He says, do women actually cheat more, or has technology and social media simply pulled back the curtain on their actions? That would be interesting to find out. Interesting to find out if they're actually cheating more, or has the social media revealed them to be cheating more. All right, this this shit is undeniable. It's undeniable, man. Okay, think about this. All the shit that you hear about my show and you've been hoping I've been wrong. All right, but I've been actually right. I've been actually right the entire time. Jesus. Jake says, I love the show when you talk about how the real world actually works. New world order. The real world actually works. I'll be telling y'all how the real world works, man. Y'all can go at it. But, you know, there's something to be said about people operating in ignorance, because, the government, our government keeps us from knowing information. You know why? Because if we knew what they knew, we would panic, right? It'd be hard for the government to get control over us. So they keep us in the dark about a lot of things, although we think that they should tell us. It would make people nihilistic. It wouldn't make people depressed. And it's sad that I live in a world where I want to know the truth. If you don't want to know the truth, then don't come to my show. All right. I'm going to tell you right now, because I'm going to hit you with the truth. I'm going to hit you right between the eyes with the truth. I ain't going to make nothing up. I ain't going to stretch it. I'm going to just say it what it is. And this is the truth. But some people need to be dumb. You need to be on a yellow brick road. Some people just need to be deaf, dumb, and blind. But yeah. All right. Yeah, man. And then shout out to Leo K. Great question too. Leo K, that's a great question. It's like what is the reality? It's like, but what are we doing? I like to just be like, this is what's real, not what could be. A lot of people have got what could be. I'm just saying, man. Shout out to H Every Day says, Coach, you 10 out of 10. Just watched a podcast called Horrible Decisions with the Havana Ginger. And this lays out how they become hoes. He says they always wanted to do it. It just took the right dude to push them. Coach hitting homers on this ish. Facts. It just takes the right dude. You know what I mean? The one dude comes along and makes her a 304, a full unadulterated whore. And some women, they want to be 304s. I'm telling you, man. Let me see if I can pull up a video. I wasn't going to share this video. I think I clicked off of it. I was reviewing it just to see if I can share it. But the reality is some women, they just want to be freaks. Can we get freaky tonight? I got so many things on my mind. They just want to be freak-a-leaks. All right. And we've been holding their freak back. That's what they just want to do, man. They don't want to be good girls. They want someone to spit down their throat. Ladies, tell them. They want somebody to grab them by the cheeks and curse them out, spit down their throat. And they'll say they don't want it. But the right guy, they'll do it.
I like to get dominated.
All right. With the right guy, they'll do it. And you'll be like, why you with that guy? But for some reason, they enter 304, just will not die. They want to be out here. All right. Freak a leak. They want to be, and women, and women that's married, they want to be outside, bruh. I'm going to just let y'all know, Ninja. Hey, look, because ninjas will be like, well, the married women. Married women want to be outside. Married women, where y'all at? Are y'all listening to me? Married women want to be monogamous in a monogamous relationship. They do. Like women that want to get married, they wanted that shit. Namely because, as Black Ram 313 says, they needed a break from the carousel. What happened? Oh, no. What is going on? Oh, look. What happened to my stream here? What are we doing here? New world order. All right, YouTube got me. All right, they got me. New world order. Gotcha, bitch. All right, so let me start over just so y'all can get it here. YouTube tried to boot me off the stream here. All right, but I'm back and they got my numbers up. Hit the like button. But let's go back to it. Married women who wanted to be married, they wanted that shit. They wanted to get married. They wanted a monogamous relationship. They wanted to be a mom. They wanted to play house. But let me tell you something. After they get all that, they want to be back in them streets. I'm going to just let you guys right. They want to be back in them streets, and they try and figure out how to be back in them streets. All right. Yeah, man. They try to be back in them streets. Because women be seeing these girls outside and shit, and they be like, damn, I want to be outside. They want to be outside. They don't want to be in the house. Kids sucking on their breasts for food. All right. They got the breast pump and shit. They like, damn, you coming home, sitting on the couch, just sitting all lazy, up playing video games. They want to be outside. Yep, they're friends, and don't let them have friends that are outside. They want to be outside. Where the
streets?
That FOMO. They be like, what? Y'all outside?
I'm going to the streets. End of story.
100%, man. Let me see here. Did I get everybody? Shout out to H Everyday said I'm 10 out of 10. I'm gonna have to find that. If you can find that podcast for me, let me see if I can find it just so I can pull it up here. All right, it's a cold world here. Let me see. There was a woman named what? Oh, I've seen these girls. Is this the oh, okay. I see who it is. I've seen these girls before. All right, so I'll try to find that podcast. Yeah, they out there, man. These streets are something else. I'll try to find it. All right, let me see if I can also find the other people who've contributed to today's show. Leo K wants to know, do women actually cheat more, or has technology revealed? Only time revealed. I'm going to make you guys all looking at your girlfriend like, are you guys going to be looking at your girl like, you don't want to be out here, do you? Oh, no, I don't want to be out here. No government name. PIW says, what are towns with the most skinheads? I have no idea. Like Idaho? I don't know. Are skinheads still a thing? I know they're probably still a thing, but I'm assuming there's going to be meth, a lot of meth wherever they are. So don't meth with any skinhead areas. I would say Idaho. I mean, are there still skinheads? I don't think I'm supposed to be worried about skinheads here. I haven't thought about a skinhead in a long time. Have anybody seen a skinhead? It's been a long time, bro. Been a long time since I seen a skinhead. Virginia? I don't know. All right, I think that's it. We're going to get on back with today's show. You can feel free to contribute. Let's see what we're going to talk about. Let's talk about these streets.
I'm going to the streets. End of story.
I wasn't going to review this, but we'll go ahead and review it. Let's see here. We'll call this, we'll do it as Straggle Sniggle Theater. That's what we'll do.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right?
Straggle and Sniggle Theater. We'll do a Straggle and Sniggle Theater. All right, I was reviewing a video. This is quite a lengthy video, and it's on YouTube too, man. I tell you, man, why am I demonetized? All right, this is a video from a group called ISWTV, 74,000 subs. All right, he interviews skeezers. All right, drunk girls coming from bars. And then his question is, where should a guy leave his load? Part 3, public interviews. And there we go right there. Where should he?
In these streets.
All right, what you would want to hear is, if you're anti-CGA, what you would want to hear is, because I've been telling y'all, the people ain't using rubbers out here. What you would want to hear is a woman say, oh, I'm protected. You know what I mean? I let them leave it in the condom, right? That's what you would want to hear. All right, you would want to hear girls go, oh, I'm not that type of girl. All right, but otherwise, that's not what you hear. I'll be telling you yeah, man, the raw dog is the new, raw is the law. All right, so let's hear a few clips of girls here.
Where do you prefer a guy to leave his...
All right, I got to turn it. I got to get it done. I was trying to review this before the show tomorrow. Here we go right here.
Where do you prefer a guy to leave his load?
I'll say the cheeks. I don't really care.
I like you like I'm trying to, I mean.
All right, so here we go right here. Let's see what we got.
Probably, I mean, it depends on the guy. If I'm like talking or like in a serious thing with that guy, then I'll let them.
Inside.
Yeah.
All right, inside. What did you know? Hey.
If they're good, then I'm good. But if not, then they're shooting that stuff somewhere else.
All right, so we heard inside, bussing inside Roski, right? We heard inside Roski, right? There goes the condom conversation right there. There she is, and there's one of the good girls I see. All right, inside, she says. All right, and let's see what the next one says. All right, we got a mealy mouth muskrat here.
Northern quadrant.
So like waist up, or like we talking neck up.
From here down.
All right, down there. All right, down there. Now we know why they aborting babies left and right. All right, who's this one right here? What do we got?
Is there any place you prefer a guy to leave it at?
Is there a prefer? No.
No. So you can leave it inside.
I say yes, only because I only with men, you know, who I like.
All right, so another bus inside. All right. Another bus inside. So right now, just so as I told you here, I know this is one. Yeah, we going cream pie. We're going cream pie. I've been trying to warn you guys that this is going on here in the world here. All right, this is going on in the world. And I don't mind for it a little bit of bump and grind. All right, let's go to a couple more here.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Let's say you don't really like him that much.
I'm not him.
Oh, so if you him, he's able to nut inside there.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go right here. Let's go ahead and skip down here. What do you got here?
Oh, okay, classic, boring.
I have a picture of that.
Oh, you got a picture?
She got a picture of her getting on the cheeks here. This one's got a photo. Let's go with these three here. Let's see.
I don't know, easy to wipe. It's not dripping everywhere. You can see it.
You said what?
Okay, the stomach.
On the stomach.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
classic. Why the stomach?
I don't know, easy to wipe. It's not dripping everywhere.
All right, there you go, boy. I mean, these are somebody's daughters right here. Somebody's daughters. All right, these girls' frontal lobes haven't developed yet either.
That's rated R. But if I had this actually, what is
There's a rated R channel, so you can say whatever you
a
want.
rated R channel? I mean, there's only one place I prefer, but every time.
Is it inside or outside?
I'm passing on this question.
Type shit.
Yeah, you see it, huh, baby?
Where do you
All right, that was inside. All right, I'm assuming the white girl, the pink toes, was inside. One place every time. Finish on in there. Here we go, right in the gizzards.
Every time.
Is it inside or outside?
I'm passing
All
on
right.
this question.
That's fine as long as we're good. We're straight. Like he could finish wherever. I don't know.
Really?
I don't really care.
What about inside?
That's fine as long as we're good. We're straight. Like
Okay.
we're close.
Type shit.
As long as we're close.
Okay.
All right, there you go. Another raw is the law. Here we go. We already got this. Okay, yeah, I got it. All right, next.
Okay. As long as y'all locked in.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, yep. These are underage 28-year-olds. All right, okay. We got what is this one right here? Let me see what she got right here. The Ling Ling.
How did this happen?
She wasn't ready. She wasn't ready.
All right, so this the one right here. That's it.
You draw the line?
I just had my first one.
Oh,
Not even gonna lie, I wasn't totally turned off. I was just shocked.
All right. First time she got it on her face.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Oh, yeah, she got her first facial. All right, she got her first facial in the face. She got her first in the face.
Like, literally, I remember being like, what the just happened to me? Like, I was genuinely shocked.
so is that like your version of post-nut clarity? You're kind of like, that really just happened.
No, like, literally,
And Chad just whipped it out. He didn't give her no warning. He just busted on her face.
I was literally like, how did this happen?
She wasn't ready. She wasn't ready.
Where do you prefer a guy to leave it at? Where do you prefer?
Oh, there's Ling Ling right in the face. Wait, in the face.
I like to get dominated.
Ling Ling wanted in the face.
What kind of fuck you give me?
She does. She like this.
I cook, I suck, I shut the fuck up.
Shout out to Ling Ling. That's why I love a little Ling Ling around here. She like, finish right here, daddy, right here, right here.
Get him, daddy.
Right on the face, the flat face.
Okay, daddy.
All right, she said, look at them nasty girls. They nasty as hell out there.
American people ain't kind of fuck.
Yes, indeed. On the flat face. That's what she wanted right there. Ling Ling is ready to go. It ain't even Thursday. Let's get it, Ling Ling. Somebody's daughter. Coach, that's somebody's daughter. It ain't me. She said, yes.
What kind of fuck you give me?
I got you, baby. She like on the face. All right, yo. Anyway, look at her. And she a fine piece of calico, too. Hello.
On the face? Really? Oh, shit.
Nasty. Yeah. Nasty, bruh. Hey, man, shout out to the nasty girls. I love them.
Yeah, now we're talking.
That's your first one that showed me that today.
Really?
Most people say inside.
I think it's a king. I think it's
That's the key.
a king.
Oh, it's
a key.
It's like that. Picasso.
Oh, yeah, Picasso.
Paint the face.
Asian
What are your
girls
thoughts about inside? Did you ever want a guy to inside you or no?
Like to go inside?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's kind of crazy.
A baby? No.
All right, she don't want to have no baby. All right, shout out to the Ling Ling right there. But guys, CGA, it don't miss. Somebody said it's Thursday in Japan. I don't miss, guys. I'm telling you what's going on here and what people say. What people say in the world, I'll be wearing 2 condoms. All right. No, they're not. They're not, bro. I mean, listen. Oh, by the way, people always criticize him as to why he doesn't interview black women. And, we do have some Kayleys here, just so for your viewing pleasure here.
Peace. Where you prefer that?
Inside. Inside. Another one out here. Inside. All right, so now we know why they're Kamala voters. Now we know why they're Kamala Harris voters. Another inside. All right, so, yeah. They want it inside.
Oh, like in the area.
Right.
Oh, okay. That's a classic. What about you? I agree with that. That's a good place. You agree with that?
Another one, too. Yep. Right there. All right, Kamala Harris voters. And I'm going to get this white girl's neck right here, or the blondie. I'm going to get it. Look at all that neck. Look at all that neck.
What are your thoughts on the face? You ever do that?
As long as I don't have eyelashes on.
Okay.
All right, she don't want to have eyelashes. Priorities. All right, priorities. This is him trying to interview a black woman, and it doesn't go well. We got 2 straggles here. All right, we got 2 straggles. Look at whose daughters are coming outside like this, bro? You guys be trying to be like, they're underage, coach, pedophile. And look at them, bro. They coming out here with barely no clothes on. All right, and y'all be out here defending these straggles. All right, so black women don't want to be interviewed by this guy.
Crystal?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you good? Are you a vampire or something? You can't be in light, or you good?
Yeah, no.
Ah, man. Y'all see. I tried to interview the black women, and I came and crack a simple joke, and it's just like, black man,
We're doomed.
What would y'all rate yourselves tonight?
10. Oh my
10s. All of them are 10s. Looking like every straggle you can see here.
girls are 10.
10? You say you a 10?
She's a pog, all right.
10?
What would you rate yourself?
You a 10?
Oh, baby. Okay, get this condescending Asian off my screen. I can't deal with them. All right, there's another one here that I thought I would find. But anyway, as you can see, CGA right once again. All right, give me my stars and flowers. I don't miss. I didn't hear not one problem. I didn't hear not one person say condom. Not one. All right, Straggle and Sniggle Theater goes on. We have this Straggle here. She says, black women with major amount of degrees, black women with doctorate degree and $250,000 in student loan debt. Quote, I've been looking for a job for 4 years. Good. Her name is A. Raspberry, a 38-year-old African-American woman from Virginia who has a long valued higher education, now regrets the path that she took. Of course. Man, that's why I don't bet on black. I don't bet on women at all, bro. She regrets it. Despite earning a bachelor's, master's, and a doctorate in business administration from St. Leo University in Florida, she has struggled to find work in her field for the past 4 years. With her more than $250,000 in student loan debt, Raspberry has been forced to pivot her career to make ends meet. According to the Business Insider, Raspberry has applied for various business roles since completing her doctorate, but has had little success. Expanding her job search beyond business, she explored a healthcare career and eventually found work in that field. Reflecting on her experience, she shared, I thought education was the road to financial freedom, but I was wrong. And it says, despite facing low unemployment rates and a job seekers market in the U.S., Raspberry has found her job search challenging. She believes her lack of experience is the main reason employers have passed her over. Although she gained some entry-level experience in banking, human resources, and bookkeeping while pursuing her degrees, it hasn't been enough to secure management position. Management? How the fuck you ain't got no, what? And she is often overqualified for entry-level roles. Her advice for those considering higher education, by the way, I covered this for years ago, is to carefully evaluate a school's job placement program. Really? How about go to I don't know nothing about St. Leo University. Never heard of it. But getting a doctorate from one is nasty work. She regrets not doing so herself and seeking internships as well, and believes her degree has been both a blessing and a curse. She also recommends weighing the value of an education against work experience when planning a career.
So I could focus on my career.
All right, it says right here, how has she been making money? She's been working multiple part-time jobs to cover her living expenses in Virginia, which ranks amongst the most expensive states to live in. She recently completed training to work remotely for TurboTax and has been working as a direct care liaison in healthcare. The role provides, okay, what does this say? The pay is $21 an hour, and it has not been enough to consider it long-term career path. All right. Anyway, despite a recent promotion to a recent, okay, she has a $70,000 a year job. By the way, $70K a year sounds like a lot, not with $250,000 worth of debt. I don't think she's a single mother at all. I did not hear them mention a child. She's also 38 years old. Again, you're 40, I'm 40. We'll make a wonderful power couple. And plus, she's not attractive. So that is a recipe for disaster. Yep, she definitely doing Uber Eats. She might not do Uber because women do find Uber to be quite unsafe with the strangers jumping out. But I guarantee you, Uber Eats has been one of the jobs. All right, so shout out to her with more degrees than a thermometer. And
graduated from college with my bachelor's at 20 with a degree in communication sciences with an emphasis in speech and language pathology.
Seven said taking applesauce to old folks. Yep. Taking applesauce to old folks for sure. All right. That's Straggle and Sniggle Theater.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride.
Taking applesauce to old folks. That's one of the jobs. Yikes. Somebody says she's cute.
Oh, the humanity.
All right, cute, you say. I beg to differ. All right, anyway, here we go right here. Go ahead and click on the poll. I'm going to go ahead and close it up. People believe that the phone, social media, and technology is the number one reason why women are cheating more, with craving the D, pause, number 2, and making more money in their careers, number 3. Working in careers came in last. All right, man, let me do one more part of the show here. Let's do this as Crime and Law CGA. All right, Crime and Law, well, let's do it as Doom and Gloom CGA. Why not? Doom and Gloom CGA brought to you by the... All right, conspiracy theorists, lock in. Apparently, allegedly, news here. Hold on for a second. Where is it on my screen here? All right, I lost the original clip. Oh, man, this is going to be a mess. Where is it? Oh, you know what I'll have to do? I know what I'll have to do. All right, this is going to be interesting. I still call Twitter. I don't know why I do that, but it's still Twitter to me. All right, so let me see if I can pull up the likes. My likes are private, thank God. All right, my likes are private. Are my bookmarks private? All right, I hope my bookmarks are private. All right, here it is right here. According to a news source, WNEP, Pennsylvania, they're reporting that during the Formula One race, an election test result mistakenly was shown on the air. It says the test result aired for several minutes during coverage of a Formula One racing. What test results here? This is Pennsylvania, reported here on over the weekend. Test results from the upcoming November 5th general election mistakenly appeared on WNEP TV early Sunday evening during a broadcast of Formula One's Mexico Grand Prix. These numbers should not have appeared on the screen, and it was an error by WNEP that they did. The numbers seen on the screen were randomly generated test results sent out to help news organizations make sure their equipment is working properly in advance of the election. The numbers were not reflective of an actual vote count. Pennsylvania law does not allow mail-in ballots to be taken out of their envelopes until 7 a.m. on election day, and no votes of any kind will be counted in Pennsylvania until after the polls close at 8 p.m. WNEP regrets the error and apologizes for any confusion. We have taken steps to ensure that it does not happen again.
New world order.
Do you guys want to see the actual votes? Do you guys want to see the actual numbers that WNEP mistakenly put out for everybody to see? Do you guys want to see this shit? All right, I'm going to show it to you right now. These were the numbers that were mistakenly shown at the bottom of the screen on Sunday.
New world order.
Oh no. Oh no. Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, this is not good.
New world order.
Now, this is Pennsylvania. What they're reflecting is this is supposed to reflect Pennsylvania. And God, by the way, I reported it. This is not conspiracy. This is right from a news article with the station apologizing.
New world order.
They're declaring with 100% reported with the exact numbers that Kamala Harris has won the state of Pennsylvania. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Yo, you know these Democrats, these Democrats do not play. I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear shit about what's going on. This is actually reported in the news. So they are declaring in their test, just so you guys can see the article right here. Here's the article. Note from WNEP, election test results mistakenly shown on air. All right, there it is right there. And they said, oh, it was a test. Sorry. Yeah, we didn't mean to show that on the air, but oh no. Oh no. Man. Sheesh. I don't even know what to say, bro. But see, judging from the 2020 election, man, I don't even know what to say. Like, this is bad. This is bad for America right here.
New world order.
This should not appear because they got it down to the number. Why do you got 3,293,712? This is supposed to be a test. A test of what? That comes down to the exact vote. Oh. Yes, Pennsylvania is a must-win state. In fact, if you win Pennsylvania, it's over. All right, it's pretty much might as well just book it. All right, Pennsylvania and Ohio is it. Really, I mean, there's 8 other states, but Pennsylvania, you win that, it's pretty much a wrap. All right, and Wisconsin and there's Nevada and Arizona and there's a couple more. Those are the ones. I mean, Pennsylvania, you got to have Pennsylvania. You got to have Pennsylvania. All right.
New world order.
Wow. Matter of fact, if you don't remember, President Trump attempted assassination was in Pennsylvania. I mean, Pennsylvania is important right now. You need Pennsylvania. You get Pennsylvania, you're in good shape. You need maybe a couple more after that. Get Wisconsin and, Nevada and Arizona are in play as well. But wow. What do you think about that?
New world order.
What do you think about that? I shiver when I see something like that. I mean, I am like flabbergasted that actually happened. That is not good. That is not good. And in fact, we're going to watch Pennsylvania like a hawk. I mean, if this comes out to be what it is on November 5th, they're going to have some explaining to do. They're going to have some explaining to do. If she comes out in that number, because I got these numbers saved. All right, I took a picture. Matter of fact, let me take another one. All right, let me take another one. If these numbers pan out like this, I mean, you got a case. You got your first clear piece of evidence that it was not a fair election. What do you do, brothers? That is terrible, man. That is absolutely atrocious. Doom and Gloom CGA presses on. Mother intentionally jumps off Niagara Falls with her 2 children.
Oh, the humanity.
There's a story we tell you about of La Llorona. La Llorona, where a mother drowns her kids. It's a Mexican folklore story. I think there were 3 children. A mother drowns them in the water. And one of the reasons why she drowns them is because of the children had love for the father. So the mother intentionally drowned them so that she could not deal with the pain of their love of the father. And this was supposed to be told to young Mexican children as to the dangers of being in waters without anybody knowing you, right? So La Llorona is going to get you and drown you if you go in that water and there's nobody there to protect you. All right. And so here we are, a modern day one, a mother of 2 children presumed dead. All 3 of them presumed dead after she intentionally went over Niagara Falls on Luna Island. Her name is Cheyenne. Cheyenne, or her name was Cheyenne. Her name was Cheyenne. All right, it ain't Cheyenne today. All right, let me see here. I guess I didn't pin the link on the top of the live chat on the Free Agent Lifestyle channel. Thank you. All right, thank you for reminding me. I'll put the link at the top of the live chat. Her name is Cheyenne. Why can't I click it? All right. Oh, man, this is crazy. All right, this thing's moving around. I got this thing moving around. All right, did it? Oh, okay. Oh, look at this. That ain't going to work either. That ain't going to work either. Let me see if I can put this up here. Why is it doing that? Chat. All right, they don't want me to make, they messing around. Let me see if I can pull this up. Let me see if I can link it. Let's see if it's linked. Okay, that one's linked. We'll replace the pinned message there. All right. By clicking the link on the top of the live chat. All right, so let's get back to the show here. Cheyenne, age 33, her 9-year-old, which is Roman, her 5-month-old. Wow. Definitely 2 baby daddies. Oh, definitely 2 baby daddies. Man, what the fuck's going on, man? We live in chaos. So we definitely got 2 baby daddies here, as you can see. All right, so we got 1 child with 1 last name, Rossman, another child, and a large age gap, 9-year-old and a 5-month-old, postpartum depression. Child name is Mecca, means shares the same name as the mother. So these are 2 baby daddies. Typical shit, man. They crossed over a safety guardrail and went over Niagara Falls, according to their press release right there. They are presumed deceased. Yeah, I don't think you can recover them down there. And recovery efforts are in motion by the New York State Police. And the New York State Police utilizes resources at Niagara Falls location. And we don't care about the rest. It says right here, so sad she needed support and resources. She could have given the kids to the state at least. And I mean, listen, this election is about women killing their kids. I mean, whether they're alive or in their body. You could definitely call that a late term, early termination of pregnancy for sure. That's definitely a late term, early termination of pregnancy. I mean, 5 months old, she said, yeah, no more. She said, those bodies are gone. Yeah, I don't think you recovering them bodies, bro. Them things are downstream. Oh, man, the father. What about the father? And you know what's funny? I just thought about this. Look at this comment. So sad. She needed support and resources. She could have given the kids to the state at least. Why she couldn't give them to the father? Like, there's 2 baby daddies. Why couldn't she give them to the fathers? Like, this is the world we live in. Well, the fathers left. The fathers didn't want them. How do we know this? We know the story of La Llorona. The first thing they do to you Negroes, they always giving you black women are considered, you picking any black women, they just think you guys are slaves. Shit, they could have given them to Massa. Why couldn't they give them to the father? Why couldn't she give it to the father? They just think so much and so low of you Negroids. I mean, goodness. What, not the state, the father. I wonder if somebody says it in here. Let me see if somebody says it. Better than effing dying. Okay, debatable. Sometimes the systems fail. Okay. Better case. Okay. Some children raised by the children get molested. Okay, we don't know anything about that. I have tons of friends raised by the state. Where's the father? Nobody says it right here. Not better than sex trafficking. Nobody has even brought up the father. That's sad, man. That is absolutely sad. Not one has said, you know what? Where's the dad? Where's the baby daddies? Nobody. Woo-wee. Yep, nobody. Nobody's mentioned the fathers at all. Fathers, they don't care about fathers at all, man. Not one. Sad. What is that? Doom and Gloom CGA, is that it? I guess I'll do... That's it. Doom and Gloom CGA. The father, he left. He didn't want to be a part of the kid's life. He was a deadbeat. They just jumped in there, and then the dads don't get no rights. Man, father right in this country, man. It's sad. All right, let me check if there's any other contributions now that I put the link at the top of the live chat on the Free Agent Lifestyle channel. We got coming up next an update on Cassie Ventura. Somebody that knows the situation well has now commented on Cassie. Wait till you hear the information that she's going to divulge about Cassie. Shout out to our brother here, the champ, G Wiz. He says, they been cheating. Facts. All right? They been cheating.
Gotcha, bitch.
All right? Women been cheating. I can't trust a bitch as far as I can throw one. I'm just telling you.
Gotcha, bitch.
He said they been cheating. Women been cheating. Who agrees with that? Who agrees that? And Leo K was talking about that. Is it that now they're saying they're cheating, or have they been cheating all along? Interesting comment. I believe women have way more affairs than men. I could just give you one piece of advice. One piece of data that could prove that and end the discussion, right? It could end the discussion on just that alone. Let me see if I could go to the next one. Sean John says, Coach Gang, Steeler Nation, salute. How those Steelers doing? They one of those teams, they just be sneaky. Sneaky team. Sneaky ass team. Leo K, shout out to you. Okay, was that the last one? Let me check. That was the last one, since the link wasn't at the top of the live chat. All right. I guess I could keep going with the show. Let's see what we got here. We got, it's an evil world we live in. Let's do it.
It's an evil world we live in.
It's an evil world we live in. This woman who doesn't look like she's in very good condition. Her name is Kalina Harper. She's apparently a former member of the Dirty Money music group, which was on the label for Diddy. Former Dirty Money member Kalina Harper calls Cassie spoiled, revealing that Diddy paid Cassie a weekly allowance of $30,000 to $50,000 and that Cassie liked getting high. All right, so now you guys know my opinion on this Cassie thing, and I know what a sugar baby is. I know she was basically a sugar baby. All right, it's not a surprise. Even the woman that followed Cassie, she was a part of that other City Girls group. She was a sugar baby too, had an allowance, and so forth and so on. I've been saying Cassie been a volunteer the whole time. Okay, I mean, I haven't felt bad about Cassie one bit. Now, the video of her getting punched, I was like, okay, all right, that's over the top. That's over the top. But apparently they had domestic violation even before that. I never thought she was a hostage at all. I thought she was a facilitator at best. But this woman here is going to be here. People are calling her a hater. But she's going to say that Cassie was a spoiled brat, all right, the entire time. All right, so let's let her take it from here. This goes against what people want to hear, but we'll let her say it. She does look like she's not in the best condition. She looked like she's high. But let's play the video.
Cassie.
Love her to death, naive, like getting high. She likes partying. She liked that. Was the thing. She's a model.
A model?
She was well taken care of. She was.
You told me a story about going to an apartment one time.
Yeah, which one? The fucking one that looked like a closet? That all white fucking condo in New York? That's just glass with glass stairs escalating up the fucking 70-foot ceiling, 100-foot ceiling. Wild shit. Spoiled. So I'm not saying Cassie is not deserving of any of these things, but this was her life. And so though I was okay, I was like middle class, okay. She was like, rich girl, I want to go hang out with my friend for the weekend in fucking Tahiti, okay. And just lay up and get sun, okay.
You asked her how much she was making?
Yeah, I just wanted to know where her allowance was because she had an allowance. And I wanted to know if she was being smart with her money and she was being smart with the opportunity, because the first thing I think is like, what would I do in that position? I don't know. I would own homes. I would have owned businesses. I would have been giving other people opportunities. I wouldn't have been waiting for Puff to do my project. I would have been doing my own project. I just would have had a lot more. Like, nigga, you gonna do this shit for me, because I would have done it for myself. And so when I asked how much she was making, it was like close to $30,000, almost $50,000 a week. That's a lot of money.
A week?
Even on the low end, when you say $10,000 a week, that's a lot of money for somebody to just, here you go. You can just blow that. And then cars for your family, and then flights for your family, and then all that stuff. I'm just saying. And I'm just allegedly talking, right? Because who knows what she was really getting. Right? Because we don't know. But what I will say is, if in fact that's what Cassie was getting, and that's what she was privy to, I think I would have been trying to strive to show my husband that I was queenly enough to be entitled to take care of his billions and millions of dollars and possibly his children and be the queen of that empire. But I didn't see that per se. I just saw like Cassie having a good time as a young girl.
Having a party. All right, so this woman's clearly high as a kite. All right, so, you know, you got to take her info with a grain of salt. I tend to probably lean into thinking that something she said is honest. $30,000 a week, it seems very high, but of course you're dealing with somebody that have millions and millions. Yeah, she's saying that she was spoiled and she was having a fun time as a young girl. Of course, people are going to say, well, she was 19. It was unfair that he was older. But as I've been saying, Cassie was drinking all the drink, eating all the food, and she was doing what she wanted. I mean, I've been saying that from the beginning. I don't think she was under MK Ultra mind control. She definitely was on drugs. People don't see that. She wasn't just some innocent wallflower. Oh, my God. I think she was Ike and Tina was just as violent as Ike. There's data to show that and stories to even show that. And I think Cassie was a volunteer. I don't feel bad for her at all. Now, I'm not freeing Diddy yet. No. Diddy needs to do whatever he needs to do. But in return, in regards to Cassie, I don't feel bad for her. I never have. All right. I think she was exactly where she wanted to be. And this is kind of some other sort of proof that it was going on. There's some other people that have worked security for Diddy, and they said they felt bad for Cassie. So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. All right. But they also said they fought each other and they were high all the time. All right. They were high all the time. So if you're on the drugs, you know, they're going to blame Diddy for putting her on drugs. I don't think so. I mean, listen. All right. I don't think so, man. Like, dude, Cassie she was partying. But what she wanted to get married to Diddy. She wanted to be married and have his kids. And she didn't get that. And I think that's what set things off. She had spent that much time hanging around, didn't get the kids, didn't get married. And then all of a sudden, it was, and he was controlling over her. I will admit that he was controlling over her, and he definitely allegedly blew up Kid Cudi's car. But she had plenty of opportunities to escape, plenty of access to resources and whatnot. But there was a codependent relationship. It was a codependent relationship. And the age, man, don't get me started about the age. All right, he had power over her. He was 36. 36? 36 is not that old, bro. That is but he did have power over her as being the mogul that Diddy was. But it's an evil world out here.
It's an evil world we live in.
It's an evil world. She a volunteer in my perspective. All right, what are we doing here? She was trying to play that long game. She was. All right, and this woman is zooted. She was all cranked out. How about 30 to 40, 50K weekly? I don't know, man. That's possible. That's possible. She said even on the low end, 10K a week. Okay, let's say it was 40K a month. That's easy money for Diddy. 40K a month, and she probably don't have to spend much of it. She could have socked it away. And if you guys don't know, one of the security guards for Diddy did say that they knew Cassie's parents. Like Diddy would call Cassie would call Diddy Pop, which I had a young lady who used to call me that too. And I used to be like, where did you get that from? Did you get that from Cassie and Diddy? All right, but what that means is this, and I think Cassie is Filipina. Is she Filipina? I can't remember what her ethnic group is. But what she used to call Diddy was that name. It's kind of like dad. But they said, the security guard said that she called Diddy that in front of her father. All right. Yes.
Get him, daddy.
And what the security guard said was that was their way to show that Diddy was now the dad and the dad wasn't. And as a matter of fact, just so you guys know, the parents allowed Diddy to take the daughter. Right? He didn't just take her away from the family, as people are framing. Well, he just took her away. He took an innocent young child. It's not that. All right, it's not that. The parents co-signed on this. AKA, I'm pretty sure Diddy was taking care of the parents, meaning that some of that money maybe he was giving to Cassie was going back to the parents. Maybe Diddy was taking care of the parents. You guys don't realize, man, a lot of these parents are giving their kids away to these celebrities. All right. And they didn't say, no, don't go with him. You too young. Nobody said none of that. That's my daughter. Why you want my young daughter? I'm pretty sure like O.J. Simpson was taking care of Nicole Simpson's whole family. People don't hear any of these stories about this. People think people just meet and then all of a sudden the family just co-signs and there's no kickbacks. One of the reasons Nicole Simpson's family has never come out strong against OJ is because OJ took care of them for decades. OJ took care of them for decades. Same thing, with a lot of these celebrity cases where they get a girl, these celebrities get a girl and they also take care of the family. Where the parents sell them off and be like, hey, I'll look the other way. You do what we do. And they get taken care of. Sorry, man. He said, that's a convo most people don't want to have. Facts. Facts. Y'all don't want to have this fucking conversation, bruh. Y'all just want to blame one person and make the other person out to be a victim. Oh, hell no, bruh. People trafficking their kids and giving them to famous athletes, celebrities, and looking the other way, bruh. All right, y'all don't want to have this conversation. Y'all just want to make, the woman was the victim. No, not. Well, everybody was part and partial. Then where's Cassie's parents at? Where R. Kelly girls' parents at? Where all the Usher parents at? Where Aaliyah parents at? All right, at the end of the day, y'all want to have it. Y'all don't want to have. Where MJ parents, kids parents at? All right, if he was supposed to be touching on them. All right, and they over there sending them over there, going over there. Let them do whatever you want. In the end of the day. All right, but dog, y'all don't want to have that conversation. Fuck the bullshit. All right, it's an evil world we live in. I'm just telling you.
It's an evil world we live in.
I'm just telling you. Aaliyah mom knew what was going on. Aaliyah mom knew he was fucking. Didn't say nothing. And allegedly, R. Kelly said I was banging Aaliyah's mama too. Whoops. Hey, listen, for me, my name is Bennett. I ain't in it. My name is Bennett. It ain't none of my business. But when y'all try to come back with Cassie was just an innocent 19-year-old and he took her. No, that's not what happened. I can guarantee you that ain't what happened, bro. All right, there's too many stories and details of what actually happened, and that didn't happen. He took control of a vulnerable girl and put her on the 2C and beat her up, and she just loved him. That is not what happened. I guarantee you that is not the story, bruh. All right, let's get to it here. It's an evil world we live in. Our girl JoJo Inspire is back. All right, JoJo Inspire is back. She's got some great classic videos on TikTok where she says the type of white women, the type of white men, the type of black men, the type of black women. I've actually featured her before. She's actually going to say now the type of black men that the type of black women that black men date. All right. So this would be interesting if you want to go back and see what type of video she has that she explains the type of black men, the type of white men, the type of black women. They're funny as hell. She's funny as hell. So her name is JoJo_Inspire on TikTok. All right. So let's go to the type of dates that black men have. All right. So wait a minute. Slow down. All right. Slow down, JoJo. JoJo Siwa. All right. Slow down. She just why you going so fast, baby? Slow down.
He's 9 to 5.
All right, here we go right here.
Okay, so you guys wanted to know what types pair with what. So I'm going to go ahead and start. This is going to be a couple parts, but this is the first part because it's too many types. First, we're going to start off with the corporate black man. So he usually dates elegant black girls, elegant high-class black girls. He also dates corporate black girls. He also dates 9 to 5 introvert regular black girls.
Let me stop right here. Somebody asked a question. How did Cassie get in front of Diddy? Just to remind you, Cassie monkey branched from a guy named Ryan. I can't remember. Ryan Leslie. Ryan Leslie was a producer. Cassie was under and dating Ryan Leslie. Ryan Leslie got her involved in the industry, and Cassie monkey branched from Ryan Leslie to Diddy. All right. Now, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of shit you can read in between the lines and say what happened. But when you talk about choices. She said, oh, Ryan Leslie, you ain't Diddy. You ain't a billionaire. I'm going to go with the billionaire. Let's continue with this one. Let me roll it back. All right. So let's roll it back.
Okay, so you guys wanted to know what types pair with what. So I'm going to go ahead and start. This is going to be a couple parts, but this is the first part because it's too many types. First, we're going to start off with the corporate black man. So he usually dates elegant black girls, elegant high-class black girls. He also dates corporate black girls. He also dates 9 to 5 introvert regular black girls. Alternatively, these are the two alternatives. Alternatively, he does date bad and bougie black girls, but it depends on how much of the ratchet gene is activated in her. So if she has a high level, anything over 15 to 20% is going to start to move out of compatibility. But if she's in it for the aesthetic, it's actually compatible. Another thing is the serial baby moms. They actually do date serial baby mothers. And it depends if she has some of these mixes. but serial baby mother is also on the list. Next is the gangbanger black man. So his top picks are going to be the ratchet black girl and then also the bad and bougie black girl. So she's going to have an actual high percentage of the ratchet.
All right, I'm interested. Let's go back to the corporate guy, the gangbanger. All right, the corporate guy is said to have pretty much carte blanche as to whoever he wants to be with. The bad and bougie or the educated one and, the corporate 9-to-5 one. All right, so the corporate guy goes for whatever he wants. He has choice. Interesting. He said he will fuck a single mother. He will bang a single mother. But he's typically going to go for the high educated and the 9-to-5 chick. All right, going back to the gangbanger. Gangbanger with the straggle and the bad and bougie. That sounds about right here. Here we go.
A ratchet black girl and then also the bad and bougie black girl. So she's going to have an actual high percentage of the ratchet activated. She's going to be a high percentage of the ratchet. She's dealing with the gangbanger. Also,
interesting.
He also dates bonnets and he also dates studs.
Oh my goodness. All right, bonnets and studs. All right, so gangbanger pretty much wide open on low-hanging fruit. Bonnets, studs, bad and bougie. And I want you to notice this, is that when the corporate guy dates the bad and bougie, she has a low percentage of bad and bougie. She has a low percentage of straggle in her. Like she tries to up, but then when she gets around the gangbanger, all right, she gets around the gangbanger. This is Jada Pinkett Smith and Tupac. She goes full ratchet. She turns her ratchet up around the gangbanger and she mutes her ratchet around the corporate guy. I like it so far. All right, so far so good. Shout out to JoJo Inspire. All right, let's go back here. Why studs in the bonnet?
Top picks are going to be the ratchet black girl and then also the bad and bougie black girl. So she's going to have an actual high percentage of the ratchet activated. She's going to be a high percentage of the ratchet. She's dealing with the gangbanger. Also, he also dates bonnets and he also dates studs.
Terrible.
If you've seen one of the studs pregnant, like he's not going to date her out in the open, but if you've seen the studs pregnant out in the wild, it was this guy.
Oh.
There's other types that do get studs pregnant, but this is definitely one of them.
Oh. God damn. Bobby Schmurder and them. All right, the CDL truck driver.
Next is the CDL driver. Top picks. We have the 9-to-5 introvert, or she could be a 9-to-5 homebody, or she could just be a 9-to-5 regular. We also have the serial entrepreneurs, but not on a super high level. So she's not really going to be super high maintenance, but she could be a serial entrepreneur. And also he dates the single mothers. These are the 3 top choices. Alternatively, he's also been known to be seen with some bonnets. So I mentioned this before.
Okay. All right, so this is the average black guy right here. Regular job, blue collar black guy. All right, not the bonnets. All right, the bonnets. All right, so yeah, he's been seen with some bonnets, depending on how low. The serial entrepreneur is an interesting level here. That's your nail tech, lash tech. All right, you know, she always got some hustle going on. You know what I mean? She going back to school for cosmetology, esthetician, maybe. Esthetician is a bad and bougie. All right, yeah, these people here. These people here, all right, and a couple of bonnets.
Super high maintenance, but she could be a serial entrepreneur. And also he dates the single mothers. These are the 3 top choices. Alternatively, he's also been known to be seen with some bonnets.
Oh, Jesus.
So I mentioned this before about this guy. This guy is a wild card, okay?
All right, so this is some of you guys that watch me as well. We got all of these guys watch me, but a lot of you guys are anime gamers. All right, you're the wild card, and I might have to pull up the video of her explaining who the black men are, but you're the wild card. Let's see the anime gamer guy.
So let's talk about his types. He has the gamer, anime nerd black guy. He has the anime nerd black girl, gamer black girl. He also deals with the white women. He also deals with alternatives. These are his 3 top picks. And this is the ones that are his alternative picks here, which is the lonely stoner black girl and also the bookworm black girl. So he actually has, it depends on how much seasoning he has. It depends if he's red pill. If he has a high level of seasoning, he can actually get with one of these. You know, it just depends on his seasoning, okay? Or one of these, depends on his seasoning. But if he's fully red-pilled, or if he doesn't have a high level of seasoning, doesn't really connect with the black community like that, doesn't feel connected with blackness, you're going to see more of this.
Oh, so if he, I like that. See, JoJo she includes the red pill in there. She knows what's going on. She's got her ear to the street. She's very non-judgmental. If he got some red pill, he going to the white women.
Hey, where are the white women at?
All right, he definitely going to an anime pog.
Where the white women at?
You need a little seasoning. He's going to be more anti-black woman. She even mentions that. You know, he's like, he ain't going to be messing with some black women, all right? Wow, all right, this is pretty good so far.
And these two types can come about depending on seasoning. She actually lopes in, but that's not his, she's more of an academic. But yes, these three types. So that's it.
All right, so that's it. Shout out to JoJo Inspire. I love her videos. All right, she's good. She's good. She's not always perfect, but she is pretty good with her videos. Let me see if I can pull up some of her most viral videos. And her most viral video is the different types of black women. All right, so if you guys want to see that, the different types of black women, this is it here.
Okay, so people keep asking that I do.
All right, so let me see if I can pull it up over here. The different types of black women. She actually has white guys, I think, and black men. I featured almost a couple of hers.
Okay, so people keep asking that I do the different type of black girls. So here I am. I'm just going to jump back into it. So they all try to, when media play, they try to act like we're all her. That's what they try to act like. But there's so many different groups. We're not a monolith. Here we go. So this the ratchet black girl. I don't need to get into detail of that. Y'all already know. So the serial baby mother, she normally has, I would say 3 or more kids by different baby daddies, can go up to 5. A lot of people think that she looks nuts, like sloppy, but she actually normally, when I normally see them, they always look pretty good, normally pretty slim or whatever. Her looking nuts is like the evolved form. That's like her in 20, 30 years. But initially she got to get more kids, so she ain't gonna look too nuts. Got the country black girl. She called you sweetie, called you sweetheart. That's okay, baby, in a way that makes you feel really good. Normally could cook really well or know exactly where to get some really good food at. You have the Christian black girl, the ones that, you know, love God, fear God, super into it. You got the Muslim black girls. They have their own sub-community, things like that. I call these the bonnets. You'll see them with a bonnet in and around town normally. They normally wear this a lot, smoke a lot of weed, long-term boyfriend but no ring. Normally wear this like 98% of the time, kind of like really down, you know, whatever, regular job. There you go. You got the bad and bougie black girls. So, and you also have the elegant high class black girls. Okay, so I have these two together because they're both really high maintenance. They both have a lot of maintenance, like they get their hair done, they get their nails done, they get their lashes done, they get facials, things like that. But they're completely different groups, okay?
I agree with this one. This is a big, you guys gotta have a distinction between the bad and bougie and the elegant high class. Now, a lot of times, if you're unseasoned as a black man and unexperienced, you will think the bad and bougie is high class. And the bad and bougie will think she's high class, but she a strag. She a pure straggle. All right, and she'll talk high class. She'll order drinks high class by just listening to some rappers. She'll order whatever the Migos says to order, right? And she'll think she high class. She'll tell you where she been is high class, but she low class. Pure straggle. All right, so watch out the difference between the bad and bougie. Now, the elegant high class black woman, you got to watch her too. She could be a straggle too. So there's a real thing, 50% of elegant high-class black women could turn into a straggle over in seconds. You just got to say the right thing and activate them. They could be ratchet too, so you got to watch them, but they present very well. I mean, any of these women could turn into a ratchet straggle, so you got to watch out. So you got to distinguish. A lot of guys can't distinguish between the bad and bougie and the elegant high-class black woman. All right, so here we go. Yes.
Okay, like she can actually be a variant of her, but these girls are like trendsetters. Their outfits are normally like trendy. Their outfits are normally classic. They can go to a lot of clubs and hookahs. They can go to a lot of high-end restaurants. She can go to a lot of high-end restaurants.
Hookahs,
So they move kind of the same, but they are very different.
You know, the bad and bougie will be at the hookah spot. The elegant, high-class black woman won't be at the hookah spot. All right, she will very less likely be at the hookah spot. So, yeah, man, that's actually a good call right there.
So she can do like high-end tea, things like that. She's going to have more of a classic style. She's going to have more of a trendy style. So, yeah, these groups are both the same, more so in maintenance. But as far as like the way they talk, act, and the places they go can start to intermingle.
It could be intermingle, and the bad and bougie is going to have tattoos on her leg, thigh, arm. They're going to have visible tattoos. The elegant black woman may not have any visible tattoos. Her tattoos will be discreet if she has any. But the bad and bougie will be classily dressed, but will have tattoos on her knuckles, right? She'll have tattoos on her knuckles and shit. All right, that'll give it away. That'll be Straggle Central for you.
But not the way they talk and act don't intermingle. They talk and act totally different, and the way they dress is different.
Yes, slightly.
Okay, so we have the alt black girls. So she could be listening to a lot of rock music, usually dates white guys, things like that. Capitol Hill black and the activist liberal black. Once again, these two aren't mutually exclusive. So let's say, for instance, she goes more the logistics way. She more goes like through legislation and things like that to get changed. She's more so like outside on some Antifa energy, wearing all black, things like that. So they kind of have the same heart, but they're two of the totally different people. Okay?
Wow.
Like she can have a lot of her in her, and that's not really her style thing. Or normally isn't. Straight up witch. I'm always surprised by the people that are beefing with her. Because I'm like, how did that happen? How did you get in a beef with a straight up witch? And I'm talking like a straight up one. She's going to be putting sticks outside your door, casting spells because you said something or whatever, you know, just straight up witch.
Erykah
Straight up
Badu.
witch black girl.
Erykah Badu.
Earthy black girl. This, you know, she normally third eye open, chakras aligned, meditation. Sometimes they're vegan, things like that. This is her evolved form. And I say evolved form because normally when I see the older black women that were this, now they're playing in community gardens and things like that.
Community gardens.
We have the serial entrepreneur. She normally has like multiple different businesses. When you ask her what she does, she'll give you a vague answer and then you got to buy her course. The course is really going to break down what she actually do. You need to get that. Okay, that's them. Military police black girls. We have the nurses. I laughed about this because they really have their own subset culture thing. They have their own thing going on.
Skeezers.
So black nurses need to be on there. You got the bookworm black girl. She's into a lot of books. It could be romance, mystery, or whatever you call it. We have the white Oreo black girl. So the ones that are really faithful to the craft of being Oreo, they don't want nothing to do with blackness.
Oh, this is the tragic mulatto. This is the tragic mulatto. Oh my goodness. This is a subgroup for sure. The Oreo white girl. Yeah, these could be some good black women to date, by the way. They some good black way. Like they half black, but they ain't all the way. They could be liberal though. Watch out for them though. They could be super duper liberal.
So they don't talk black. They don't have black friends. They don't date black men. They separate a lot from a lot of their black family members. Maybe only their mother gets to get in, if that. Because I've even seen it where they'll disown the mom, start to separate. But they're completely separated from blackness. They are black causes, issues. They are like fully committed.
She cooking.
Just because a black girl doesn't have any ebonics or no, you know, I say a little seasoning in her voice doesn't mean that she's this. But there's some that are professionals, okay? And then last but not least, we got the anime nerd / gamer black girl that sometimes cosplays. It is what it is.
Yeah, this one's a straight weirdo. And most likely her breath stinks. But she's going to be cool as hell and smoke a lot of weed. Pounds. The anime black nerd girl going to smoke pounds of weed, but going to be hella cool. Breath or vagina is going to stink. One or the other. I don't know which one is going to stink. All right, but she going to smoke pounds of weed and one of them going to stink. All right. Great stuff. I'm going to give you her TikTok. I think she's funny to me, man. She's funny. JoJo Inspire. Right here, man. Y'all need to get over there if you got TikTok. I think she's only on TikTok, if I'm not mistaken. I tried to search her up on YouTube, and there's just, you know, there's not a lot of videos of her on YouTube. I don't know if she just posts over there or not. She has the different type of white guys. She gets everybody. white guys that date black women. All right. Yeah, man. She got some good knowledge. All right. She got good knowledge. I like her, bro. All right. Let me see here. Let's do the main event. Let's do the main event and then wrap it up. I'm trying to only do 2 hours. All right. She's got her pulse to the streets. All right. Which one is your favorite girl? Which one is your favorite girl? I say stay away from Strags. All right. That's my thing, man. Stay away from the Straggles as much as possible. All right. Main event. Remember, we've done streams on this that women cheat more than men. All right. It is panning out that over the last 20 years, the evidence is becoming clear that the idea that a woman can leave a relationship or a marriage and say, well, he cheated on me, that doesn't fly anymore because women are now exercising their ability to cheat. We look at Tom Brady, where 70% of women that are married or in relationships have their backup plan selected. That is cheating. All right, so the data's coming out where now we got to look at women and everything we learned about men and women and the dynamics that you're just a dirty old dog is out the window. Women are the new men, men are the new women. And that now we can look at some of the affairs, the data on affairs and condom usage, where women that have affairs least likely to use condom. All right, it's wild out here that anybody that can want to deny what's happening in the last 20 or 30 years, the pivot, the changing of the guard, the non-masculine men, toxic masculinity, the hyper alpha woman, the strong woman, right? Women are now in the position seat of the men. And men are now in the position seat of the women. I was actually I had a doctor's appointment and the kid was there. I don't know who the kid was there belonged to. He was talking to one of the owners. And the ninja, I guess he was dressed for Halloween. Poor kid. He had one of them onesies, and it was a unicorn onesie. Right? I mean, it was a unicorn onesie with a tail and a gold spike on his head, gold horn. And it was a kid. It was like a kid, like a 5th grader. And I'm like, that's where we are now. And that's supposed to be inclusive, and they're supposed to be in touch with their feelings. He didn't have no Spider-Man, He-Man. He had a unicorn onesie on with a pink tail and a gold horn. I was like, yeah, man. We need to get toxic out here, bruh. We need some toxic masculinity, man. I mean, listen. We need some toxic masculinity, man. We need some bullying. Bring back bullying. We need some shame. But I'm like, dude, shame is gone. Men can wear fingernail polish now. We got NFL quarterbacks wearing fingernail polish. I mean, we give it 20, 25 more years. Men will be out here, Sashay, Shantae, voguing and shit. And women will be out here, death by snoo. So I wrote the book, The Evolution, and I'm like, we gone, man. Listen, it ain't coming back. And now this. Let's go ahead and take you to this video right here of a woman. Her name is Dr. Jean Michelle. That's what I think. Oh, no. Did I lose the video? Okay, here it is right here. Dr. Jean Michelle. She says this right here about women and infidelity. Here we go.
Infidelity rate for women has increased 40% over the last 20 years. Why do you think that's increasing?
I think a couple of reasons. Over time, there are many more women in the workplace. Women have become more assertive over time. I think that's a piece of it. There's more exposure right now. Women have more financial resources. They're going out more. So what used to be men worked and women stayed home, there were less opportunities. And now there's an equal amount of opportunities for both gender. And I think women have come into their own empowerment. And I think a lot of times dynamics in the workplace in particular contribute to infidelity.
What about social media?
Oh my goodness.
Do you think that's played a big role?
Social media has played a big role in both.
Infidelity rate for women has increased 40.
So, you know, I've been talking for quite a long time about these issues, and people call me nihilist and jaded and bitter, and I got to post to the street. I'm telling you what's going on out here. It is wild as I've seen things change dynamically over the past 40 years between the men and women, male and females. And I was in a time where feminism was just getting started, like the third wave. It was just picking up. All right. And a couple of these women would say things like this, and we thought these were crazy women. I remember when I was in high school, I had this girl that I used to mess with named Rachel. And Rachel had some big tatas. All right. She had some big white girl titties. All right. But she would be half feminine. She was feminine. But she had just moved in like from another state, like Washington. I can't remember where she was from. But Rachel would be like, she would say some feminine shit. And every time she say it, we would just shout her down. Like, bitch, you crazy. Like she would say, and this is in 1991 early. And she would say, women should be able to walk around with no shirt on. And this woman had some big titties. Like, we would be like, girl, why? And she would be like, well, men get to walk around with their shirt off. Now, we thought that was crazy until we seen several states say they would allow women in that age group from 13 to 15 walk around with their shirt off, since boys can walk around with their shirt off. Like, that was in the 90s. And we would be saying like some wild shit. Like, man, this is crazy. But she was very few women would talk and vocalize these opinions. Now, you fast forward 10, 15 years later, they would just start to, this would be commonplace, because the speed of spreading this propaganda had become turbo speed, right? Through social media and through the invention of the internet. And so women could get these ideas and latch on to them really quickly, as opposed to, being spread through, literature, if you will. So that's now I've seen how men and women have changed. And I've been saying, dude, there has something been going on between men and women and affairs and married people. And when you start picking this data apart, you got to look at it and go, I don't know if we'll ever recover from this. 70% of married and women and women in relationships have a man picked out. The man picked out a backup boyfriend, a plan B. And this goes into the whole female nature and all of this stuff, hypergamy and monkey branching, that they got backup lovers out here. All right. 70%. This one says half of women in relationships have a plan B. Married women are more likely than those that are simply in a relationship to have another man in mind in case they end up divorced. And you're going, what's going on, man? What is going on? And there's data right here that you can see this going on right here. All right. There's polls and data's right here. A fallback partner, they calling it. Then you have the whole partner conversation and ethical non-monogamy and bisexuality and polyamory being promoted. Then this is the nail in the coffin in terms of men cheating versus women. Men cheat. This is the data this is the only thing you need to hear, is that most men don't get any options to cheat. Whereas women get, almost all of them get an option to cheat. Now, they tend to pick less of those options in comparison to the men. Men get one option. That's his only option. He will probably 50% of the time take that option. But most men don't get any option to cheat. He has to literally go out of his way to make it happen. Whereas women get many options to be able to have an affair. Now, women are less likely to pick every option. Every time there's one presented, she's not forced to go pick one because she's always getting an option. But with that being said, most men never get an opportunity to cheat. Thus, they never get the option to do it. Right? They never do it. Whereas the men that do it, there's highly likely very few options for him to do it. That was like his one option, maybe two. And he had to go ahead and pick and then decide to roll that dice. How often does that happen? Very little. Those guys get very little opportunities to do so. And in fact, if he does, he's got to go out his way. More than likely going to do something to get him caught. Whereas the woman can be a little bit more discriminate as to who does it. Here's the next piece of data that lets you know it's more likely to happen on the woman's side than not. 80% of women procreate versus 40% of men. But there are more women with multiple children from multiple men than there are men that have multiple children by multiple women. Just think about this. A woman can run around here with 2, 3, 4 babies by 4, 3 or 4 different men. How many men do you know? It is extremely rare for a man to walk around here and have impregnated more than 2 women. It is actually rare. It's rarer for a man to impregnate 1 woman. It's rare for a man to impregnate 1 woman. Most men do not impregnate 1 woman. Most women have multiple kids by at least 1 plus man. For anybody to keep looking at this data and saying that women are monogamous, they're less likely to cheat, they're less likely to have this is a farce at this particular point. It's a absolute farce. Then you have this, okay? Women lose interest in monogamous sex before men. So with this being said, this isn't to get men to hate women. It's getting the men to understand whatever you learn about women is absolutely wrong. Wrong. It is not true. So, but this idea of why do women cheat more, according to this data right here, a 40% increase over the last 20 years. Then it's because of the workplace. The workplace. Which again, we got careers.
So I could focus on my career.
So because, see, this is the thing. Since women got more careers through the progression or the regression of feminism, more careers has led more women to cheat on their husband. Now, when a man says a woman needs to stay home, a woman can't be outside the house, why? Because she's going to cheat. If any person tells you that you're insecure about your woman being out in this world, that she's going to cheat, the data shows us the most common place where affairs start is at the workplace. That's the most common place. And that is a direct result of women being given more opportunities to work. In fact, when they get into these jobs, they tend to fuck up or fuck down, either way. But the affairs are happening primarily at work, not on the street corner, not with the neighbor, not any of these places. They're happening at work. That's the number one place. Why? Because they spend that much more time at work. They're spending 40, 50, 60 hours at work. Where's the next place? Through social media. Through the let me take this back. Let's go back a step. The next thing that she identified is that when women make more money, because they're now independent and make more money, that allows them to be and operate in their masculine. And a direct result of that is cheating. When I told you 50-50 relationships are an L, it is in fact, you can't deny it. 70% of people right here, women, have backup partners. Could be a male or a female. But because she's outside and because she makes more money, she loses less. She loses less by cheating on you. She loses less. She loses less by leveling up. Like before, if she cheats on you, she loses the house, the kids, the car. She loses her reputation. Today, not so much. She can cheat on you, lose whatever she does, and then she can keep it moving. She still got the money. That's what the woman identified. Don't at me. That's what she identified. I'm only going off of what she identified, but this is plain and simply obvious. Then the next one is social media. So you got workplace, making more money equality has led to women cheating more. Undeniable. Then you got the social media. You can put a rap in it at this particular point. That one's way too obvious. The social media, close friends, Snapchat, WhatsApp, traveling, whatever it is, Instagram, DMs, you name it, Facebook. Forget it. All right. It is too hard to follow at that particular point. For men that are very secure in their masculinity and very secure that their partner will not cheat on you, hey, I say the best. I wish you the best. You should give in you the best that I got. I wish you the best. I got married before social media. All right. Now, before social media became the smartphone available. If you take what they're saying in the last 20 years, women have cheated more. The smartphone became very popular in the year 2013. That was the highest sales of the iPhone 3. iPhone 1 and 2 didn't do very well. iPhone 3, which was the second version of the iPhone 3, led to more sales. And this is because Instagram was only available on the iPhone. All right. So there were only certain apps that were available on the iPhone. So these things started to become popular. Hey, you got that Instagram app? Well, if you had an Android, you can't download it. So then people start saying, let me switch over to the iPhone. At that particular point, this is within the 20-year period where the affairs of women have skyrocketed. So you got a recipe for disaster. Let me play this again. Let me play this again. It's not coming back. I mean, you would have to be completely, supremely secure. What I was saying was I got married before social media. In fact, I guess the video's gone. All right, they took the video down. All right. What's going on there? Oh, there it is. Oh, no. I guess we're not playing the video game. I got married before there was text messaging. Okay, so there was no text messaging on phone. I mean, like if you had a pager or something, you could text. But, one of those flip pagers. But I got married before there was a smartphone, obviously, and before you could text back and forth. You would actually have to call people and shit like that. Now, shortly after I got married, that became normal. All right, you would be. I think it was maybe a year or so later after I got married, then you could text people. All right, but the text function was there. You just didn't. It just wasn't normal. Once texting became a thing, that had to increase the amount of affairs. The texting, because you no longer had to, right? You no longer had to call or talk on the phone. If you wanted to cheat, you had to talk on the phone. You had to get them up on the phone. Hey, me here. All right. Now you can just text and act like, I'll just text a motherfucker. You know what I mean? And here's the thing. Here's the thing about texting. When you used to text, when text came out, they used to itemize the text on the phone bill. I don't remember if they had a limited capacity, but they used to itemize each text message on the phone bill. So if you wanted to look at a person who they were texting, you didn't need their phone. You could just download the phone bill. And you can look on the phone bill, and all the numbers that were text were right there. Today, they don't do that anymore. All right. I don't think they itemize the text messages because people primarily communicate through text messaging. So if you were married when text came out in 2006 or 5 or 7 or whatever the fuck it came out in, all right, where it was commonplace, it itemized each text. All right. So you didn't need the phone. You could just go to the phone bill and just go and like, what's that number? What's that number? What's that number? All right. Today they don't do that. So it's just part of the plan, and they don't itemize it, so you cannot see it. All right, just so you know. I remember this when I was married because I did it. All right, I went back and looked. All right, and I was like, oh, you can see everybody you text. All right, so yeah, it was crazy. Texting free after a certain amount of time. Yeah, nights and weekends you get the text. But yeah, now it's unlimited. Boy, times have changed. But interesting time that we live in. Of course, we're not saying that all women cheat. But today it's made simply and easy. It's easy. I'm not one to say that, I know how easy it is for a wife to cheat via text, via the phone. I mean, I've seen it. It's way too easy. All right. Which brings in complications and trust issues over the phone. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, a very tough conversation, but you cannot deny what I'm telling you. This is a real deal. It's a real issue. And for men that want to be married today, you're getting women older. I think also women are getting married older and later. So at that point, what she's able to do is compile a book of men. Right? So if they're getting married 29, 30, well, all through those years, She has dates and Tinder matches and men she fucked and rotations and sugar daddies, and there they are out here in the streets. Experiences. And so she got a book full of men, as opposed to when the average age of marriage was 18 to 22, which people consider young. More power to you. You guys want tradition and this shit back. 18 to 22, she's less likely to have this amount of access to men prior to entering into the relationship. Right? Prior to entering into the relationship today, these women got a history, a black book, a yellow pages worth of past niggas. All right. Right? Past Tinder matches, past niggas in another country. So it is at that point, it is way easy to cheat because you could just dip back to the past. You don't have to meet a new person at work. You don't have to meet a new person on social media. You got somebody somewhere in the past, in the friend zone, in the orbit, in the past cheek clapper. So you could just go back and have the last past few men from the previous year. You jump into a relationship. You can still go back and dip back, double dip. All right, all of a sudden you looking at her phone and some nigga blowing it up. And you're like, who is this guy? Who is this guy? Oh, it's a guy at work. Well, that's not helpful, right? That's where you're more likely to cheat. Oh, you don't have to worry about him. It's a guy at my gym. That's not helpful. It's a guy on my social media. That's not helpful. It's a guy my ex-boyfriend before you. He still have access to her. The ex-boyfriend, you get into a relationship today. Let's say you get a girl. You get a girl who's mine, all mine. If you get a girl and you commit to her today, and she's 30 years old, with a past 15 years full of niggas in the phone, right? And her last boyfriend, or whoever it is in her phone, and they still communicate. Good luck. Ring the bell. Good luck. Good luck. That guy still has access to her. Because you could just be a rebound guy. You could be a guy that's a safe landing after they broke up. Oh, but they still talk. They still talk. They still drunk text. They text each other when you're not there. They certainly still communicate. And he might still fuck her. I mean, there's still a chance he's still fucking her. All right, because I'm going to just tell you, man, when you break up with a person, that doesn't mean you typically cut off. You're typically cut off the sex. Sometimes you broke up on a principle, right? You're like, oh, but you were together for 3 years. But y'all can still fuck. I mean, y'all can still have intimacy because you guys know how each other work. So you know what pushes the buttons, and you know what? It's easy. There's no awkwardness. There's no buildup. Hey, come over. It's easy to just roll over. Hey, come through. What it is, just go to the bedroom. Come on. Easy clap cheeks. You're comfortable with each other in the nude. There's no need to meet out for a date or a drink. All right, you could come in and dip. Just get out. I'm done. And she could just get them out, shove them out the door, get out. It's easy fixings. He knows how she works. He knows how to eat her punani. Okay? Right there. He knows how to eat the cat.
You eat that cat?
He knows how to eat the cat. He knows what position makes her bust. So he could just slide through. He don't got to get dressed. She don't got to get dressed. She don't got to do her hair or makeup. Nothing. Just in and out. But she's entertaining the new guy. You just got into a relationship with her. You're in for 1 month, 2 months. Oh, certainly that guy's still there. 3 months, he's still there. 4 months, still there. 5 months, 6 months, still there. Dude, you can engage, you can propose to that woman. He's still there. She might even do some shit like invite that nigga to the wedding. She might suck him off before she walks down the aisle on Sunday. Okay? Trust me, man. Still there. Right? Anybody that doesn't believe this, I don't know what to tell you. Yep, she know. Because look, if you get with a girl, you get your girl, and you're my girlfriend. When you first start being intimate with her, you don't know how she works. You don't know what makes her work. You don't know if she likes her nipples bitten or licked. You don't know if she likes her ass slapped. You don't know if she likes to get choked. You don't know how to bend her over and push her face in the pillow or to give her the ooh, ah, the intimate slow stroke. You don't know how to make her work. But the other dude does. Other dude knows how to make her work and make her punani squirt all over the damn sheets. Okay? Yep, and they need a closure talk. He know how to hit that spot. He know how to pound it, take it to Pound Town and fold it up, ankles to ears. He knows exactly what to do. You, on the other hand, still try to figure it out. What do you like? And I don't know. And she's like, it was good. Trust me. And you're like, I don't know, man. I just think no. Right? And you try to figure it out and push the right button and pull the right nipple and twist the right titty. You trying to give her the purple nurple. You try to give her the stroke right. Like, is this good? She'd be like, yeah, it's good. Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, oh, okay. Yeah, that was good. You know what I mean? All right. He know how to come in and hit that bottom, fold her legs back. He know how to put the toe in her mouth, all that. Tell me I ain't lying. People out here are disgusted. Oh, yes, and he's still hitting it raw. He is still hitting it raw. He still get raw privileges. You still wearing a condom. Hey, you still wearing a condom. He hitting it raw still and skeeting in her guts. Oh, my goodness. Anyway. Let me get to these super chats, man. What an evil world we live in out here, brothers.
It's an evil world we live in.
He's still hitting it raw. You still wearing condoms. He hitting it raw. Right through the boxer hole. He just coming in. He just coming in right here. He just drop his trowel, pants over Timberland boots. Right through the boxer hole. Come here. He grabbed the bitch right by the nape of the neck. Come here. Give me that right there. Pulling her hair, just throwing her all over the place. Nut right on her teeth and leave. And she just laying there in the bed like this. She's like, damn. I hate when he uses me like that, but I needed that. And she rolls over, grabs her phone, and texts you, did you have a good day? She replies to your text from about 30 minutes ago. I hope you had a good day. Good night. I'm going to sleep. She going to be in the shower in the toothbrush washing her teeth. Oh, man, yo. It's an evil world out here.
It's an evil world we live in.
She gonna call you back feeling guilty. I hope you had a good day. Yeah, how was your day today? Tell me I ain't lying. Tell me I ain't lying. Yep, sorry, I was asleep 2 hours ago. Oh, I was sleeping. I went to work. I fell asleep right when I got back from work. I don't know what happened. Are you still up? All right, she in the shower. He long gone. Back at the hotel. He back at his house sleeping. And she in there fixing her hair, wrapping it to put her bonnet on it, brushing her teeth. Hey, brothers. Yay. All right, let me get to these super chats, man, because I got to get out of here before 7. This is crazy. Where the ladies at? You see they quiet in here, gentlemen. Y'all gonna be insecure now. Y'all gonna be insecure about your girl. Looking at your girl like, bitch, you bet not. Yep, my battery, dog. He back home. Nut busted, empty nuts, talking to a new girl. He doing the same thing to another girl. It's just an evil, vicious cycle. And you come over here, you kissing her on the lips tomorrow. Hey, shout out to our brother here. The Dictator says donation for your Motorola two-way pager bill. Shout out to you. Thank you, sir. Yes, the Motorola two-way pager. Shout out to No Government Name BH again. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to Kevin Taylor says the best edutainment in history. in history, man. Ladies, y'all better clean up y'all act. I'm telling you, brothers. I know y'all. I'm telling you, sisters. I know how y'all do. I know how y'all do. I once told a woman that, and she literally did not deny it. All right, because I seen her a couple times. Had her phone was getting blown up. She was a little sloppy with her phone, right? But somebody texted her a couple times, and I saw the name come up. I was like, oh, and that gave me the indication there's another guy. All right, and then I actually had to, because I knew there were other guys, right? You know, I'm not monogamous, so I was kind of like, oh, there's the guy right there. There's Glocktavius. And so I saw it and, brushed it off. I'm like, whatever. And she came downstairs kissing and hugging on me. Oh, you're the best. And I was like, damn, another nigga just texting you. All right. So then another day, left her phone sloppily. We was talking, sitting in the kitchen. She left it on the island. And then the phone just look down. I just looked. Same nigga. This was like months later. Same guy. I was like, oh, there's that guy again. There's that name again. So I was like, oh, he's still around, obviously. All right. But I was like, it ain't no big deal. And it's no big deal to me. So then she confronts me later, asks me, are there other women? And I was like, of course. Are you crazy? Of course. And she was like, I knew it. I knew there were. And I was like, but I said, listen, don't play innocent. I've seen other guys calling your phone, and I didn't say anything. Now, what do you think? What do you think her response should have been? Remember, she's the one. By the way, she's been saying that it's only been me. Oh, it's only been you, though. It's only before I hit her with that. Remember, I always tell you, man, women will lie until you tell them the fucking evidence. And even then, they will lie. But she was like, it's just me, and nobody likes me. And this woman's gorgeous, by the way. And men are intimidated by my beauty. Right? She always tells that. No man approaches me shit. She hits me with all this shit. She's young. She's not even 30. She young as fuck. So I hit her with that. I said, I've seen other guys text your phone while you were at my house. I didn't say anything. What do you think she did? Do you think she said, who? What guy? Do you think she said, not me? Do you think she said, you're right? Did you think she said, oh, I thought you didn't know? Right? What do you think she said? She said nothing. Crickets. She said nothing. She didn't say, oh, you right. Okay, who was it? Oh, that's just a guy. Nothing. She just said nothing. Now, that one tells you everything you need to know. Because she didn't even contest it. Right? She didn't even contest it. Like, she didn't even be like, who? What guy? She knew exactly what I was talking about. She didn't say that's just a friend, that's just my ex, that's just a guy at work. Nothing. She just said, Now, let me tell you, this woman has told me hundreds of times that she's talking to no one else. Like hundreds. She didn't flinch, glitch, or nothing. She didn't ask me what guy, who the fuck you talking about, nothing. She just sat there. And I was like, there you go. So don't ask me about nobody else on my side. Don't ask me about nobody else on my side, bitch. I mean, you didn't lie to me 100 times at this point, right? Not that I wanted her to be the only one. Not that I never thought I was. But she was just selling that shit. Selling it. And I said, I've seen other guys text you. Nothing. Just looked at me like a deer in the headlights. I was like, what the? All right. So I was sitting there like, bruh, man, no, I'm too old for you to be playing these games with me. Listen, hey, we're in a non-monogamous relationship. You want to play? Let's not play goofy games. You don't got to sell me on I'm the best and I'm the greatest. We're just do you. and do me. But don't be out here thinking I'm boo-boo the fool out here. It's like, this is dumb. So anyway, and she tells me nobody likes me and nobody approaches me. So who's this guy? Who is that guy? Tell me who. I mean, I don't even want to know who it is, but don't play like I'm the only one. By the way, there's no woman that's single. They all got someone. It just depends on the levels of who it is. All right. Who is the other guy? Who is he? Is he a mentor? I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, man. And stop typing in all caps. Yeah, I'm not in high school. You don't have to sell me on this. I really don't care. All right, but don't play in my face because that becomes egregious. Now it's egregious. All right, now you're playing me like I'm stupid, right? Don't do this. This is unnecessary. But she's learning. You got to teach the broads out here. They just barely learning. All right, how the shit goes. All right, man, boy, the super chats are not hitting today. Shout out to y'all. Streetwear says, I was in the gym working out this morning, and a ninja who works at the gym hit my Corvette C8. I need support. Oh, no. Jesus. He said, I need support. Damn. Cali West Miami says, you think she cheated with a new ninja? Nah, you just never knew it was the old ninja. If she wants to play monogamous, it says right here, she'll make sure no other man has the opportunity to make her look bad to her man. Any man who has to instruct his girl to not talk to another man has no girl. Facts. Facts. I don't play that. You can't talk to another guy. Like, I don't care. Like, but what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to full commit to you and you playing, you doing, you know, I got to then give you instruction. But if you have to tell the woman, don't text the guy or who are you texting, you already lost. You lost her, man. She ain't yours. She's ours. Just to let you guys know, if you got to have instructions as to how she operates out here, messaging other men, I don't care, ladies, you guys can play like you're innocent, what have you. But you are messaging other men, you're playing on treacherous territory. You can't just say he's at work. That's where most affairs are. Oh, it's just some guy off the internet. It's a guy I look up to. It's a homie that I went to school with. If you got to tell them to not do it, you already lost. As a man, you already lost. You're not getting that. You're not getting that back, because if you bring it up, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Because she's dedicated to whoever that guy is. She's dedicated. She has feelings for that guy. She has a history with that guy. She has a history with that guy. Whoever that guy is important to her. And it's not a new guy. It shows you here. The data shows us. You don't have to worry about new guys all the time. It's old guys, right? Like Cali West says. It's older guys. It's guys that are in her past that have access to her. I mean, ladies, where y'all at? Look at the ladies quiet. We got our brother Macaroni Tony says, I'm a seasoned anime bro, but growing up, however, there's still not enough for BWs. You lost my V card to a Pina. Yes, indeed. Yes, if you're an anime bro, a weird guy, comic book guy, you're probably going to lose your virginity to a woman of another race. And No Government Name SD says, Coach, when you were talking about parents, as long as the daughter is 18 and not being abused, why wouldn't they want her courtside with a 38-year-old mogul compared to a 20-year-old Pookie? Facts. So, yeah, they're like, hey, this is the best case scenario. She's being taken care of. 100%. Lamont James says, just finished voting in California, and RFK is on the ballot number 2 under Cammie at number 1, and they made you scroll down for more candidates for Trump and Vance. Woo-wee. Man, Macaroni Tony been on fire lately. Your range is amazing. If they don't get the gems, and that's on them. He says you are red-pilled about life, not just about these ends. Shout out to you. Thank you, sir, for that one right there. Indeed. If y'all don't get it, y'all don't get it. Y'all can fight me all you want. All right, but good luck out there. Shout out to Mike Reed is in the building. Thank you, sir, for that contribution as we're about to close up today's show. Yeah, the fix is in. I mean, but California's a lost cause anyway, all right, for the Republicans. So they're going to give up them 49. Is it 52 electoral votes? They giving that up to Kamala. All right, man, look, I got to get out of here at 7 o'clock. I'm going to go eat some dinner. Shout out to the Coach Gang. We'll be back tomorrow. Peace.